Hi guys, remember when I said that I was going to show you how to prune your plants? So let me show you that I had finished doing my string beans and I was cleaning them out, and now I have to work on this area here. But as you can tell, it's cleaned off. It looks a little dead, but I'm going to clean it off and it's going to be ready for something else and next year. But I'm going to show you how to prune your plants. Your plants must be trimmed all the time. All you need is a bucket, a pair of shears, and a pair of another shears. So I'm going to put them back in the bucket, or you can actually take your shears and put them in your pocket and lock them. So the first thing we're going to start on is the rose bushes. Follow me. Now this rose bush is usually full. I showed it to you last time when they die off, but to make everything nice so it grows back, you need to take your shears and start pruning your bush. Because there's one thing about plants, they like to be pruned. Don't be afraid to get in there and just start pruning. It's really easy. Do a handful at a time. And you really don't want all the dead things on the ground, so you just want to prune everything. You get your bucket, you throw everything into your bucket, make things nice and clean, and you just start pruning. Most people leave their bushes, but then it doesn't help their bush grow. It's like your hair. You need to trim your hair at the ends for split ends if you have long hair, right? That's what we're doing. So I love this part because in another week I'll have new flowers. So now that we're actually done here, because I'll come back and finish pruning the rest, but I want to show you my potted plants that I have hanging that I must get to. So let's go. And once again, my roses, that they grew a lot of things. So what I usually do is I snip it here, has to go. A lot of people are like, what are you doing? Listen, there's new growth here, there's new growth here, and there's loads of new growth here. So I will have new roses by the middle of August. And see, like this here, I trimmed already. My bushes, I usually try to get all of the weeds and things from around them so they can't be sucking up all the juice from my rose bushes and my other plants. So there you go. And if you can see, I chopped it down, and new growth. So you know, you just gotta keep chopping. Get it done. See? You have to get it done. You can't leave it. Like here, you don't even want to trim it that much because there's all new growth. It's going to grow really tall. Once again, you just want to prune it to keep it alive. And always prune your rose bushes in the wintertime. Cut them down so they can grow back nice and beautiful. So now here's where the fun starts. My hanging pots, you see all the dead? They want you to get in there and get rid of the dead. That's what they want you to do. Plants love to be pruned, and don't be afraid to touch them. Don't be afraid to get in there. Get in there and just, because you want your hanging plants where everyone can see them to look nice. So get in there and just start pruning. And as you can see, I'm going to put this in my pocket And I'm going to start with my hands with the dead leaves. I'm going to throw the dead leaves out. See, throw them out, throw them out. And it doesn't really take that much time. But your plants want you to get in there and help them because they can't do it. So, and you can't get them all, so don't worry about it. But the ones you can get, you get your scissors out and you get in there. Because it's all going to grow back to something new. And you're going to love it when it's done. So these bottom dead ones, I'm going to wait until a little more dies off and I'm going to cut them out. So. And we start on our pots and you just start trimming. As you can see, these are all dead. And you just pull them off. You throw them into your bucket or throw them on the ground. You know, you find all the dead, like I'm finding dead here. I can pull them off with my hands. The ones I can't pull off, I will use my shears. And remember, do not kill the bumblebees. The bumblebees, they pollinate everything. Because I can show you that there's a bumblebee right there. Can you see it? You don't really want to kill the bumblebees. The bumblebees pollinate everything. So, and you don't bother the bumblebee. You cut off what you need to cut off, you know. And if there's dead with new things, leave it alone. Let it grow out and then cut off the dead pieces. And if bumblebees come at you, they're only going to bump you in the head because they don't have stingers, they don't sting. So let's keep going. This one looks pretty good because as you can see here, I actually was trimming the other day. I trimmed them off, you know. So let's go to the other one that really needs trimming. Like this one here, can you tell? They're beautiful. Here you go. You see that? It just needs to be trimmed because it's like blowing off its ends. So just cut it off. Throw it into your bucket. I have another dead one here. Just cut it off. Because they're all going to grow back and be full again. So don't be scared to get in there. And look for dead leaves. Pull it up. Your plant wants to be touched to get all these things out of there. And once again, we just keep going to our plant. We need to get the dead pieces out. You want to make your plant happy. They're a living thing too. They don't want dead things around them. So like I said, the ones that have dead at the ends, just keep letting them grow out. Make sure you get in there and trim your flowers. Do it with your hands or just get your shears and start trimming. And make sure you get a plant that you hang and it can go in circles. See, I like that where it can just turn. So when you're buying your pots, make sure you buy the items that come to hang pots that can help you turn. See? See how I'm just grabbing, shearing, trying to get most of the dead off. I'm digging in the plant. Spider webs. And don't kill the spiders either because the spiders catch the mosquitoes and the flies and they help a lot too around the house. So if you have a spider in the corners and you're spraying your deck, don't spray the spider. If you have too many, spray some of them off, but don't spray them all. Because they help you to keep the bugs away. So once again, I'm just pulling. I'm getting all the dead leaves out. I see some dead here. You know, because once it starts rotting, it leans over on other plants. And then it rots them out. So you don't want that, do you? Just get in there and trim your trees. And guys, on that note, I'm done. Oops, here's another one. I'm gonna take a quick peek on off the porch to see what needs to be done really quick. And I see a few here that needs to be done. So I'm just gonna clip it off, throw it in there. Get my rose bush. I'm really done here because I'm usually out here trimming anyway. Oh, and another thing that I like you to see. You see my bush here and it's growing new leaves here. They give off some sort of, I think it's called pheromones. And that's when all the beetles can smell it and they attack your plant. I haven't had that many beetles this year because I make sure I keep the new growth off of it, so they have this odor that attracts bugs. So I make sure even if I have a little bit out here, I get out here and I trim them off, because bugs have a smell too. They like certain things and they like certain colors. So you have to remember, get your electric shears out and get the new growth off and keep your trees nice and trim. And that's how you won't have a lot of beetles, because they attract to new growth and that's what they eat. So as I'm doing this, and then later on, I'm going to get my shears out, my electric hedges, and I'm going to shave because I have a big bush over there that I need to do. And I'm going to walk over here to, it's called my tiny trumpet tree. And once again, this is really easy. You just grab the new growth and you shear it. You grab the new growth and you shear it. You grab the new growth and you shear it. Grab. You can grab them all together, like I do, because I like to keep them sort of even. And if you notice, as I'm shearing, there's not a lot of bugs flying out of them, because I like to keep things trimmed. So guys, on that note, I'm gonna say, hey now, smile now. Don't forget to trim and water your plants. And because later on I'm gonna get out here and really start trimming and doing the deed. So, trim your plants so they can grow back. Hey now, smile now. And tweet me, Facebook me, or text me, or just go to montes@montesstyle.me. Okay, so have a good one, guys, and don't forget, buy a good pair of shears, all right, and a bucket. Keep your yard clean. Bye, guys.